Telepathical spirit communications. Spirit medium Laura has been channeling spirit for over 30 years. Research medium and has featured as a top 100 psychic in America. Here is spirit medium Laura now.
Hi, everybody. So glad that you could join me this evening on beautiful 26th of June, 2017. It's gorgeous here in Florida. Many of you think that it would be suffocatingly hot, but we do get an ocean breeze here, so it's really quite beautiful. I love this time of year. I don't like it in August as much because it gets to be hurricane-ish, but right now it's just absolutely idyllic. And the weather does affect me as far as being a psychic. When I'm like relaxed like this, oh, I'm a much better psychic. At least I think I am. Which is really the way you are a psychic, is the way to get better as a psychic, is learning how to be daydream like when you work and still be alert. So now I got to be alert, okay? Off the daydream. We do have a website for the show. It is called spiritmediumtv.com. There you can find a myriad of resources, 5 of which include the phone number to get a reading, which is area code 347-945-5849. You can also jump the gate if you make a donation of $8. It's called the 8 No Wait, and that goes in part to help animals. That is item 2 on spiritmediumtv.com. You can watch the show live. That's item 3 on spiritmediumtv.com. And I have a new little twist to that. If you would like to jump into the webinar with me, at item 3, there's a link. It says press here, click here if you want to join the webinar. I ask that you mute your mic if you do go in, but that will give you priority in the reading queue. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you want a sale and a private session with me, that's item 4 on spiritmediumtv.com, and I'll explain it very simply. If you go to booklaura.com to book a private session with me, if you place in the event code field when you're making your payment, radio show, if you place radio show in the event code field when you're making your payment, you will obtain a third more time than that for which you pay. So, for example, if you ordered 30 minutes, you would get 10 more minutes free. It's a pretty good deal. And if you'd like to join our mailing list, that would be item 5 on spiritmediumtv.com. It's explained there, but I'll just tell you now, since I got your attention, just go to the upper right of the screen on spiritmediumtv.com, and there you can put in your email. Oh, excuse me. I am really relaxed tonight. Put in your email and you will obtain a lot of free gifts. One of them is a service that I represent, a psychic reading service that gives you a $10 reading introductory offer for free. So there you go. And there's a whole bunch of other things there. There's a free numerology report. There's some manifesting webinars and some free training webinars of the material I've created. One of them is a free training webinar on soul abundance, which is a goodie, helping you become more abundant by aligning with your soul. Okay, so tonight we're going to have a little focused subject. Then I'm going to make a meditation with you all, and I will do a channeled message for the group. Then I will go to the phone lines, and hopefully we'll be about 15 to 20 minutes into the hour at that time. And I will do other side connections as a priority, and or as a priority, anybody who's made a donation using the 8 No Wait, and also anybody who's entered the webinar, which I told you was at item 3 on spiritmediumtv.com. Okay, so tonight's focus subject, and every focus subject is based on an article that I've recently written. So if you go to the right sidebar of spiritmediumtv.com, towards the bottom of the page, it says recent posts, and you will find an article called Mindfulness, the Power of Stillness, channeled. And if you're listening to this at a future point in time, just go to the right sidebar and go to the search box, which is a little above that. And if you put in the search box the power of stillness, you will go to this article probably. And so what is the power of stillness? Well, the other, maybe it was about a week or two ago, I had been working and working and working and working and working and working, and not just working with clients, because if you don't know the business I'm in, there's a lot of marketing. Even though you could be the best psychic in the world, you still need to get the word out. So I'm working and working and working and working and working and working, and all of my friends are relaxing. They're going on social activities, they're taking trips, they're going shopping, they're getting their nails done, and I'm working and working and working and working. So all of a sudden it just occurred to me, I don't feel like I'm getting results for all this working. I think maybe I'm going to try stillness for a while. And if you combine stillness with an active period of time, in other words, putting a lot of effort into asking and praying and seeing and visualizing what you want, and effort trying to get it, something that you really, 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 really want, then go to stillness, which is a responsive, passive state of being quiet and not doing anything, basically just, well, giving. You are doing something. You're in the active state of reception, quietness. It's good to do it in a nature setting, perhaps at the ocean, or perhaps in your home, or perhaps for a walk in the woods, depending on where you live, or walk in the mountains. But stillness is as powerful as activeness, being active, doing things. As a matter of fact, if you're always trying to make things happen, you're probably getting in your own way. You're certainly getting in the way of the universe working for you and with you. So this article goes into more about stillness and also starts to discuss the kind of things that you're wanting, because if you're asking for something from a soul level, okay, versus an ego level, spirit will work with you for soul goals. And therefore, you will have a lot of leverage of power, supernatural, magical power, like synchronicity, for example, right place, right time, or gut feelings, hunches, those kind of things. But if you're operating from your ego, which would be a fear-based thing, you will not tend to utilize spiritual law as well, uh, nor all the power that is within spiritual law. So it's an interesting article, if I do say so myself. It is channeled, and I hope that you receive something from it. Okay, and so if everybody please, if you would sit back in your respective locations, uncross your arms and legs, and start to breathe from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to get very light and relaxed. Breathing in and exhaling deeply, asking for spirit to come in. If you're looking for a connection to the other side, please ask that your loved ones come in now and sit with you in your space. Say hello to them, invite them in. If you're looking for a life question or healing, please focus on that now, what it is, what it pertains to. Focus in on that now. While you do that, I'm going to go off and do the prayer. I'll be back in a second. And now in your next exhale of breath, if you would please release into your space your energy, I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay, wonderful. Ugh, excuse me. All right, so let me bring in the entities that I will be channeling. One moment, please. We are here. We have come in to speak with all of you about life, love, and other matters. We are the ones. This evening we will focus in on self-esteem and self-love. This seems to be a constant theme that happens over and over again within the Earth context. Many of you, actually most of you, do not understand how powerful you truly are. Each of you wants to improve yourselves. We would suggest that working from the idea that you are not good enough is a very disempowered place to be. It is more important to ask for things that will help you serve others rather than looking for things that will make you feel better about yourself. Rather, think of what you could do to help in service. Service is the point of existence, and low self-esteem can be improved tremendously when one understands what your service is, your dharma, your specific role on the earth plane of what you uniquely have come in to do. So if you ever are feeling low about yourself, take an inventory of what you love to do and what you are good at, and start doing that now. Following that, like footprints in the sand, will lead you forward to greater and greater self-esteem and higher levels of abundance, and as well higher levels of charisma. For those that feel good about themselves will be very attracting indeed of others. Namaste. Oh, that was an interesting message. Okay, I'm going to go to the phone lines, and I know we have an other side connection waiting. I'm going to go to Susie B. For that. Hey, Susie. Hi. How are you?
Good. Very good.
Good. Wonderful. Okay, so Susie's waiting for another side connection. She spilled the beans early and told me who she wanted, which I don't do request people, so don't get into the idea that I do. Unless, sometimes I feel I have to try. But I will accommodate. 1 second, please. This is for Susie B. 678. Would you understand a woman who is physically attractive with brown hair? It's layered, it comes up to her shoulders, but she is carrying a bit of extra weight on her. Would you understand that, please?
Let's see. Shoulder length.
It's a little on the shorter side. It's not long. It's not touching her shoulder. It's not hitting her shoulders. It's under her ears. It's layered. From the top of her.
Possibly, yes.
All right. Has a bit of a wave to it, actually, and it is layered. She's a good-looking woman, actually, particularly in her youth. She says she gets older, she gets a little bit more, a little bit more, she's using the word sloppy in her appearance, although she really doesn't want you to think of her that way. By the way, she gives you a big smoochy kiss. She loves you. She loves you, Susie. She says you're a great gal, a lovely, loving woman. She says it did hurt leaving Earth. It was difficult for her. The process of getting in Earth was almost as difficult as the process of getting out for her. Saying that, being born is very painful. She says, but however, passing for her was very difficult as well. And I'm going to find out more about that, what the passing was about, or how she felt and what it was, because I don't know. Even though you might have told me something, I don't remember. So let me go and see what she wants to say about that. She has a fair complexion. Okay, her hair is in the darker brown category. However, she does dye it towards the end of her life. It's not always, it like starts to get white, a little bit of white in, but she's still dyeing it till the latter part of her life. She does like to wear red lipstick or darker lipstick every now and then. Would you understand that, please? About
that I wouldn't understand.
Okay, do you mean that you don't know she never wore lipstick, honey? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't know if she did. I don't think so in her latter years.
That's all right, honey.
Which is when I knew her.
Okay. Well, she's showing me her lips wearing red lipstick right now. She also has lips on the thinner side, so I'm just going to say that. Would you remember if her lips were on the thinner side, please? Just yes or no?
Thinner, yes.
Okay, very thin, actually. She did like to accentuate her lips from time to time with a little bit of a lipstick, she says. However, perhaps when we're looking at her or talking to her, she wasn't wearing it. So there she shows me that. Her nose is not very, it's not big, but it's not small. It's a little bit bigger than your nose. Okay, it's straight for the most part, a little bit wider. Let me see what else I can see on her face. She has pretty eyes. Looks like her eyes are more in a mid-tone, like not real dark, maybe hazel to a lighter brown. Would you understand that, please? You remember. For Maureen,
yes.
please. All right. She's a kind and loving person. It looks like she likes animals. I think that she likes cats, but also birds. I don't know. I don't know about dogs, but birds are important to her. Would you remember that, please?
Yes.
All right. She has one bird with her, or one bird she's showing me. It looks to me like it's some kind of a parakeet or a cockatoo or a bird that would talk. I don't know if you know if she ever had a bird like that, but that is what she's showing me. Would you know that, please?
I believe she did. Yes.
All right. She says she loved that bird like it was her son. Yeah. Aw. And I'm going to go back to physicality of how she passed, and then we'll go to more of a personal message for you, love. Okay? Hold on.
Okay.
Right. I know I'm a little clinical, but I have to be in the beginning. In other words, you're just ready to say, hey, Maureen, but I want to just go through the identification process. So let's go.
Sure.
All right. Maureen, love, how did you pass, sweetie? Something going on in the stomach area that's burning. Hold on. I just am not sure. Just one second. Well, what I see is something under the rib cage on the left side, right around the stomach. Oh, that would be the spleen also. Right around there. It's like as if there's a pain in that area, just the lower chest to upper stomach goes right. It's on the left side, pain going through there. She says she did have gastrointestinal issues for a portion of her life. And she also says she had gallstones here and there, but primarily has to do with gastrointestinal issues is the thing that creates a problem for her and creates other problems in the system. Would you know anything about that, please? Just yes or no.
I believe she did have some gastrointestinal problems.
Okay, I'm not sure how she passed, but she did tell me that. So I'm just going to leave that like that, okay? It may not have been the cause of passing. But she's...
Right.
Maureen, honey, do you want to say anything about that, love? I didn't die of that. She says, however, I didn't feel well for most of my life because of that. She says, I died from other things. She won't tell me what it is. It's blocked coming in. So I'm going to leave that alone, all right? I'm going to go to personal. I'm going to go to personal message for you. Oh, she's showing me a yellow ribbon. That's for our troops to come home, which would have something to do, I would assume, with your son. You know what I mean? Susie,
Yeah.
she's showing me a yellow ribbon. You know, if you have a pink ribbon, it's for breast cancer. The yellow ribbon, I believe, is for our troops to come home. She's showing me that for you.
Right.
Okay. She always talked to you about your children, your sons. Very fond of. Well, we know very fond of one of them in particular. She has sons. Would you understand she has sons, please, or has them still, but they're on Earth? Maureen, would you understand that, honey? Oh, okay.
No.
All right. Well, I don't know why she's showing me that. Then let me let that go. She's not coming in. She's giving me a lot of facts, but she's not giving me her personality right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting all these other things that are correct, but I'm not going to a level of personality with her. Hold on. Just want to see if I can pull her in as a person. Maureen, love, do you want to talk to Susie? Please? Hi, Susie. I'm sorry that I had to go the way I did. You took very good care of me at the end, saying the things you did about me to friends. I appreciate that. You only spoke highly of me. We all were like a family in a way. We all knew that person. She says, I love you very much. You're a doll. Take care of yourself. Take care of your health. And don't let anyone get in your way. Love is on its way to you, my dear friend and sister. That's her personal message for you. Susie?
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to go back to the children thing. There is something there. The message to you about your child, but there's something with her. Green. She couldn't have any children with Bobby. It was too late for her. It was too late for her. However, she did have a child of her own earlier in her life. Okay, so if it wasn't a son, it feels like a girl. Would you understand she had a daughter, please? Susie.
Yes, she had a stepdaughter, that she took in on her, as her own.
Okay, there you go. All right, I clarified that because there was something about her and children is very important and meaningful to her. I think she likes children a lot. She's a nice lady.
Yes, she absolutely loved children, yes. And she took very wonderful care of her stepchildren.
Aw, okay. All right, so she had more than one stepchild, honey?
Bobby had 2 children. They were never married.
Oh, okay.
Her and Bobby, but yeah.
So what does he have?
She took care of his 2.
So he had 2 also.
She took care of 2 of his. She took care of the 2 younger ones quite often. The other ones are older.
Were there 2 boys?
With a boy and a girl, but the girl has a lot of, I believe, masculine energy.
Oh, okay, because I had said 2 boys before. All right, there you go. All right, my dear, I'm going to let you go, sweetheart. Thank you so much, love.
Thank you, and thank you to Maureen for coming in.
She's happy. She's happy. She's happy to be here.
I'm so happy that she's happy now.
She's still showing me things. She was good, like with she's good with crafts. I think she might have liked to do something crafty, either knitting, crocheting, or doing something like that. She's showing me something like that also. Anyway, I'm gonna.
Did you have her cat with her?
Oh yeah, didn't I say that earlier? I said she liked cats. Remember I said that? I didn't say I saw it.
She liked cats, yes, and she absolutely loved her cat Jeremy, and so I was hoping that she would pick Jeremy.
Well, what I saw earlier is a cat, and then I saw the bird, and the bird is the thing that she talked more about at that moment. But I did say she likes cats. I didn't develop it because I got pulled away with the bird. But yeah, there's her cat. Her cat is there.
With the males, I feel like the males that you were bringing in were her brothers.
Oh, okay. Well, no, let's not make it more than what it is. It is what it is. She knows about your sons. She loves children. I thought she had 2 sons of her own, but maybe they're 2 younger brothers, but they're 2 of Bobby's kids, and she has one of her own. So she does have kids, and she loves them, and that was all. So don't worry about it. Not a problem, love.
Absolutely.
All
Very
right.
beautiful.
All right, love. I'm going to let you go, darling. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, honey. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So, does anybody else want an other side connection? Because I haven't been able to clear all of you. I have somebody from 770. I have somebody from 561 area code, somebody from 720 area code, and somebody from 864 area code. If any of you would like another side connection, if you could go to the chat room on Blog Talk Radio and let me know. I'll wait a moment. Okay, well, actually, what I will do is I'm going to go to Catherine. Maybe Susie B will pick up somebody. So if you did hear me just now, go to the chat room and put in there that you're wanting another side connection. And the person called Lapis that is in the chat room and asks if I take chat room questions, only as the very last resort, my dear, because I like to get interaction with people, and it's difficult to do there. So if you can call in through some mechanism, or if you go to spiritmediumtv.com and you enter the webinar at step 3, you'll get priority. Okay, so I'm going to go to Catherine, who's wanting healing, and I'm looking for one other side connection as we move through the show. Hello, Catherine.
Hello.
Hi, sweetie. All right, so Catherine has requested a healing of some sort. Do you want to say what it is, please?
Well, I would like you to look at my 3rd chakra, but I'm open to anything that they see.
So that would be solar plexus, you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at this. Catherine at 415. Well, they're showing me so much in the other chakras. I haven't got there yet. I'm going to go up the bottom. Yeah. First of all, in the root chakra, you show a lack or a bankruptcy of self-esteem. Okay, so I'm clearing that. And when I go up to the sacral chakra, you show a feeling of not being creative enough in the area of communicating your truth. So I'm clearing that. And now I'm going to go to solar plexus, so let me. And so in the solar plexus, you have something about creativity, and you is not right. Hold on. You're held up in the area of creativity. Now, I look at the solar plexus as to do with self-esteem or place in the external world, being yourself. And so I have a feeling, and I think I might be projecting a little bit from prior conversations with you, but I have a feeling that you have a lot of creativity, but there's a block there in being able to express it properly so that you have abundance and you get everything that you need from this. In other words, a feeling like it won't work for you. It works for others, but somehow or other it doesn't work for you, that you're either not this enough or not that enough, or you don't know enough, you won't be enough, you can't have enough. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of healing there also. So you can do this with me. Go to your solar plexus, please. And anybody listening, yeah, go in. And solar plexus, everybody listening, is in the midsection. And if anybody wants to help with the healing, I'm going to ask you to do something kind of interesting, Catherine. I want you to give permission to yourself and your etheric body to accept healing for your highest good from anyone that gives it to you that you can accept it from. In other words, I'm not asking you to accept it from everyone. I'm asking your I'm asking your higher self and soul and etheric body to decide what energies will be admitted, because I'm inviting additional energy in, and I don't want to just give everybody tabula rasa with you. All right, so give yourself a moment. So give yourself a moment to say, I give myself permission to accept all energy that's constructive and helpful to me. You do that silently if you want.
Okay.
All right, wonderful. Now move your attention, and everybody, if you want to help with the healing, this is something you can do on yourselves as well. Move your attention into the center of your body and send in sunflower yellow light. Okay. And this is the healing. From this point forward, Catherine knows that her self-esteem is directly linked to her creativity, and her creativity is directly linked to her connection to God, to Source. And because Catherine knows that she is connected to Source, she will, from this point forward, understand and utilize her creativity as a divine right of just existence. She will understand it is not only for the privileged few, but rather for herself and all that will ask and partake in the universal force. She is no different than others, and she can have just as others have. She now gives herself permission to partake in that beautiful magical elixir of energy from Source. And through that permission, she now obtains a healing for her highest good and that of all. Remembering, Catherine, to hold back on your particular modality would be holding back on your dharma, and we've all come in to serve with our gifts, and you definitely have gifts, dear one. Move forward, honor yourself, honor the divine, and honor the service so that others may benefit. Namaste. Okay?
Great. Yeah, that's a good message.
All right, sweetheart. I'm going to let you go now, honey. Thank you so much, love.
Okay.
Bye-bye. I can't, Lapis, give you an other side reading from the chat room, honey. I can't give you any messages from the chat room unless I had nobody in the reading queue. And right now I have a tremendous number of people there, love. I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm going to go. Is there somebody here? There is Sandy. That's funny because I have a I have a reading with a Sandy for Other Side Connection after the show. You're not the same Sandy, are you? Hi, Sandy. Sandy?
Hello?
Hi, Sandy. How are you?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, we got you here.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Sandy. So we're going to see who we can connect with on the other side. If you have a moment to just think of that person and call that person in silently, I will attempt to make a connection for you. Hold on, Sandy. Sandy, are you driving a car, darling?
No.
Okay. Are you in a stationary location, love?
I'm laying on my bed.
Perfect. All right. So just daydream, relax, asking for spirit to come in, particularly the soul that you're wanting. I'm going to go now to source and see what I can bring in. Sandy at 770. Well, it feels to me like there's a male to you, and I'm not getting father figure. I'm getting more in your peer group or like age group. Somebody not much older, not much younger, but somebody that's closer to you in age than a father figure would be. I'm going to give you a little more details, and I'll come back to you in a moment, Sandy. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So he looks to me like he gets to be a bit older. He's got a little bit of stomach on it, a little bit of, a little bit of excess in the midsection. He also has a nose that's shaped a little bit rounder towards the tip or whatever. There's roundness there, fleshiness at the tip. And he has flaring nostrils. He's giving me a very weird kind of persona and or image, so please forgive me. I'm going to try to refine it a little bit, Sandy, because it seems a little strange to me. Hold on 1 second, please. This person's energy, he has white hair, okay, white hair, seems to be wearing a mustache today. Hair's a little bit messed up. Small eyes, ruddier complexion, as I already mentioned, a stomach on him, but a good person, kind person, but also has a feeling of either being demolished towards the end of his life with exhaustion or somehow not well. Okay, I'll put it to that, not well. And also, he looks like he's taller in height, and his shoulders are not that developed because he's just lost muscle. They're not for any other reason other than just the weight in the midsection. Shoulders kind of bared down a little, got a little bit smaller. I also see that he would have smoked at some point, and he might have also liked to imbibe a bit in alcohol, but I don't want to say anything more than that. Now, from the broad stroke of it, would you understand this for anyone you would know, please, Sandy?
Only maybe my. What, is he thin or what?
Yeah, he's just carrying extra weight in the midsection. His shoulders are thin. His arms are thin. He's got a little stomach on him.
Maybe my neighbor.
Could be anybody, really. I brought in a neighbor for somebody the other day. He was shocked. He wanted to talk to. I did bring his son in, but he wanted. His neighbor came in because she needed to talk to somebody about it. Could be. I see him very clearly. He reminds me of. Well, that's so old. It's somebody I used to see on TV when I was a kid, Claude Krishna, who used to do some TV show when I was like a kid. But anyway, he's got white hair. He's a little bit messed up looking. It looks like he smokes, looks like he drinks, looks like he's on the slender side, but he does have a little bit of a bulbousness at the stomach area. He looks a little bit messed up. He is coughing. He's not well. So that's a person that shows to you if you can recognize him. Yes, it could be a neighbor. Since it's not somebody that you're really that interested in, I'm assuming you're not really dying to speak with your neighbor. I will give you the courtesy, since we're on the radio show and I have to move quickly. Is there somebody else that you were interested in? I'll give it a little look-see.
My mom.
Okay, there she is. I do feel that there is one there, but he wanted to come in, so we'll honor that. Hold on. Okay, see a woman. She's got very kind eyes. almost sparkling, if you will. She has an oval face. Her nose is a little bit wider, but certainly not big by any odd chance. The length of it is 1/3 the face, so it's in proportion. It looks like she has brown hair as its original color. She might have liked to dye it towards the end of her life or wear a wig from time to time, because it looks like she still has brown hair the way I see her. They can show at any time in their life to me, so just be a little bit broad on that, Sandy, for a moment, please. It looks like the hair is smooth and it kind of flips up a little bit, for whatever I can say about that. But she's got a nice face, oval face. She is kind of pushed forward a little bit as she walks, and she might have needed something for stability, like a cane or a walker, because she looks like she's having a little bit of a mobility issue there, but she is standing up and she is walking around. Very kind smile to her. It also feels to me like as if she would have had a son. So that means you would have a brother. I'm not saying in spirit, I'm just saying in general that she would have a son also, and that also you have a sister. There's also something else going on with her. Hold on. I also feel there's a problem in the chest area that would have had something to do with lungs. Would any of that make any sense to you, please?
She had heart failure.
Okay, so it is in the chest area, but it's not lungs. Okay, but what about everything else, honey? Can you recognize it that way, please, from what I just said, or do I need to break it down again?
Well, she had dark hair, black, almost black hair, you know.
Okay.
And she had a hard time breathing at the end.
Oh, okay. So, and she has very sparkling eyes, very sparkling, kind eyes, and an oval-shaped face. Would you understand that, please?
Sort of an oval-shaped face, but, you know.
Okay. And would you understand she's might have had a little bit of a posture issue? Perhaps she just kind of lost her. She's not standing really straight right now. That's how she's showing herself. Would you remember that at all, please, for her?
That she's not really straight?
Yeah. I mean, she's kind of hunched forward a little bit. Would you understand that for her, please?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm doing now, I know it may be a little shocking to you. I'm talking kind of quickly. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. But I'm trying to bring in evidence so that we can go to personal message and we get the touchy feeling now, okay? She does show me that she has at least one son that's on Earth besides you. Would you understand that, please?
Yeah, she's got one son alive and one dead.
Okay. Well, okay, no wonder, because she keeps showing me son, 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 so maybe that's why she was doing it. I didn't develop it any more than that. But I said several times she has a son, at least one son alive on Earth. And now I know why she keeps bringing me back to the other one who's in spirit with her. Now, I want to, since we brought in enough evidence, okay, I'm going to go to more of a personal message for you, love. So then we'll move on to somebody else, honey. And I'm sorry for your loss, Sandy. Mom, do you want to give Sandy a personal message, please? She's just very sweet. All I can say, she's very sweet, your mother. She's very kind. She likes. Have you cut your hair recently, Sandy?
No, I haven't.
All right.
I need to.
You need to, okay. Because I see you with a salt and pepper hair, and it looks like it's on the shorter side from what I'm seeing, but it looks like a haircut that's maybe grown out a little bit. It's kind of like what it looks like to me. But anyway, I'm trying to get a personal message out of her mouth, and she's not giving me anything. Let me try one more time. Mama, want to give her a personal message? Your beautiful daughter? She's laughing a little bit. She says, I love you very much. She says, don't ask for so much so soon. She says, everything will work out the way you want it for your highest good and benefit of all the people in your life. But don't ask for so much too soon. It takes time to get what you want. It takes time to get what you want. And so she's given me the impression by those words, Sandy, that you're asking for something and perhaps you're a little bit impatient, but it will be coming to you. I hope that makes sense to you, honey, and I'm going to get going now, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go to the person's waiting the longest for a reading, life reading, and that would be Jay. Hi, Jay. How are you today?
Hey, Laura, how's it going?
Pretty darn tootin' good. And so what can I do for you this evening? You have a question? Yeah. What can I do for you?
Yes. Yes, my question, maybe more of a healing question, I think. I think the healing thing is better because I'm doing a lot of work lately. I think I'm not going to ask a psychic question, but just a healing question, I guess. That'd be great.
Oh, are you my medium? Are you the medium friend that I spoke with once before? Are you a medium?
Nope.
No? No? Okay. All right. So let's, okay,
Right.
yeah, you sound like you're an intuitive psychic healer kind of person, just the way I'm hearing your voice. Do you want me to go up your chakras quickly and just see what's showing, or do you want to ask specifically for the healing? It's up to you.
Just see how I'm progressing. Thanks.
Oh, so the question
So
is,
quickly up chakras, I think.
how is Jay progressing, Spirit? I'm not going to look at your chakras per se. I'm just going to ask, starting with that question. Okay? This is Jay from 780. Hold on. Jay, 780. You're progressing just fine. However, you really haven't gotten everything under control yet. There's a lot more that needs to come through you that has not yet arrived. But you are on your path, and you are well ahead of others in your peer group. It's just that you have more to do, and you have more to bring forth. Eventually, you will be bringing everything forth you need. And you have enough now to certainly surpass anybody else in your peer group. However, there's a lot more that needs to come forth. You already know this, and you don't really need a healing about it other than believing in it, if you will. That's what they're saying, believing in it. And you will believe in it. The more you use your gifts, the more you will believe in your gifts. There's nothing more to be said other than you have it, continue with it, and allow it to grow. So what I'm getting, I already said to you, I felt like you're some kind of intuitive healer, whatever, psychic, spiritual worker. I don't know. What do you do, honey? What do you do for a living, love? Jay?
Basically, I'm a technician.
A technician.
Stuff on the sideline.
Oh, but
stuff on the sideline, sorry.
You're doing
stuff on the sideline, yeah.
Intuitive work on the sideline. Oh, okay. Well, that's what they're talking about. They're talking more about that, the sideline. Okay. I don't know if that's what you want the healing in or not, but they're saying that you have a lot of gifts, and that they also give me the impression I hope you're not going to be mad at me for this one. Well, maybe you'll be thrilled. But it feels like you have some kind of magical ability, like a warlock or something, some kind of divination ability, creating things. Would you know anything about that? If not, you might want to look into it.
I've heard someone say that before, like a magician or something like that. I don't know what that means. So it's kind of what I don't know what it means. Just to me, is it creating or creativity, or is it just manifesting?
Well, it could mean a lot of things. The magician card in the tarot deck is the person who's transforming energy. And also, if you use it as a Jungian archetype, the magician is a person who's transforming things, bringing things from one state to another, like an alchemist almost, but that's a medieval term. So it could mean that you're good at manifesting, yeah. It could mean that you're good at healing, energy healing. But basically, what it to me means is that you're good at creating things using energy. So if you haven't started yet to do that, that could be healing, it could be manifesting, any of that, but you have some kind of ability there you haven't even tapped into yet. And I just want to see why do you ask that you think you need a healing? Because, well, okay, I'm going to take a look at your chakras. Hold on for a second. All right, hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
There's a lot of there's a lot of blue in your root chakra, which means you, maybe because I'm not letting you talk, but I see when I see a color in a chakra that doesn't belong there, there's a meaning to that, and for me it means that feeling of you feel that there's either you're not communicating or you can't communicate, or there's some kind of a scarcity in the air of communicating your truth in your life. That's the first area that I see something going on. I only have a few seconds more to work with you. So what I suggest you to do is, if you want to ask what the healing is, I'll take a quick look at that rather than me just pander like this.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
So tell me, could you please tell me what the healing should be for, please? Because I'm not seeing it.
Oh, maybe just for healing abandonment issues.
Oh, abandonment issues. Now, my healing methodology is used through the chakras. And what I see is that it has affected the lower three the most, which would be solar plexus, sacral, and also root. And I'm going to go to the solar plexus, and I'm going to focus the healing there. So would you say, what I'm getting is you have abandonment issues that seem to repeat. It's not just one abandonment. It's just like it keeps happening over and over again. Would you understand that, please? Jay?
Yeah, it seems like it.
All right. Systemic.
My stuff forms out too.
All right.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is, with your help, let's go into the solar plexus and send in sunflower yellow light. And the following affirmative prayer will be part of the healing for you. From this point forward, Jay knows that he is enough. He has enough, and he will always be enough. There is no one that can take that from him or give that to him. He is connected to a higher power, and he is connected to the earth. He is connected to everything energetically. No one can ever abandon him. No one can ever retrieve him, because he is the way he is. He is the I am that I am. All others that have created the illusion of abandonment need to be taken as it is their stuff, not yours. You are perfect as you are, and you are connected. Over time, those issues will stop repeating, and there will be apologies coming in. I don't like to do a fortune telling in the middle of all this, but they're showing me that particularly a mother figure for you or female to you, there will be an apology and a better understanding of you and who you are. Hold firm in who you are. Know that you are perfect as you are, Jay, and everything is going to be just fine. Follow your dharma, as we were suggesting, your creativity, and that will also help in the healing process. When we do healing like this, we can't make it anything different, but in other words, whatever is on earth, whatever it is that's going on will remain so. But your attitude towards yourself could change, and that's what we're working on right now. I hope that is helpful to you in some way, Jay. Thank you so much, honey.
Oh, it's very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very welcome. It's always great talking to you. Good sort of subject.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie. Bye-bye. Okay. So I'm going to go to, let me just look through the queue for a second here. My computer is going bonkers, as it usually does. Okay, I'm going to go to Leanne, who's been waiting for quite a while. Here she is. Yes, Leanne, what can we do for you this evening? Just give me your question, no background, okay, darling?
It's Lena, Laura. Not Lena.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lena. It says Leanne on this. It says Leanne on the switchboard. Go ahead, love.
I want to ask you, Laura, when you see a job coming, I was let go in March, and I'm still looking for a job.
All right, let's see what we can come up with for you, darling. Lena, 561 job. Oh boy. I have a feeling that you might have been able to get one, but you turned it down, or you didn't want it because it was below your. It was something you really didn't want to do. And let me just see if you can relate to this. It looks like it could have been, or maybe it still hasn't happened, but a position in Costco or something like that. Have you gotten anything?
Oh, I wouldn't mind a job.
Well, then
I
that.
have tried to get into hospital. I would love a job at hospital. I heard they make good money.
Yeah, they do, and the benefits are good. So what I'm getting is a lead for you to try Costco. If you know, keep trying and try different ones. Just keep going because, well, now now's a little slower time of year, but I think that you could find employment there. And even if it's something very low in the organization, you should take it.
Yeah.
Because it would let you stay there for a while, like even if it's cleaning toilets, but take it because it'll allow you to move up the ladder there. That's what I get. And anything that looks like that, like a Sam's or any of those BJ's wholesale, anything like that, I see working a place like that.
Okay.
Okay, sweetie?
All right, I'll check it out.
All right. Thanks, love. Bye-bye. All righty then. So I'm going to go to Laura from 720. Laura, hello. How are you? Laura, are you there?
Hello.
Hi. Is this Laura?
Yes.
Hi, honey. Hey. So go ahead, honey, and ask your question, and don't give me too much background. Go ahead.
So I just had, we're trying to sell our house in Colorado. I just wondered when we're going to sell it and for how much.
Okay. House, Colorado. When and how much? I get that you would probably be able to sell it 6 weeks out. That would mean, where are we now? About like the middle of the summer. Middle of the summer. And you will get pretty much close to your asking. Let me just double check this 1 second, please. Or a little bit more. Or a little bit more. That was.
When did you say?
Well, in the middle of the summer. Like the end of July, beginning of August. And it looks like you have a fair asking price, but Spirit just said it's a little more than what you're asking. So that to me means there might be a very competitive market there. That houses are going fairly quickly, or there's demand, or for some reason your property is in demand. So I don't see any problem there. I see you have your house I see it priced below market a little bit right now, your house. And so that's why you may be able to get market value, which would be a little more than you're asking. So if those things are not true, in other words, what I just said to you, if that's not correct, then I need to go look at it again. In other words, that's the connection I have psychically. And they're telling me right now you have your house competitively priced a little below market. Would you understand that, please? Yes or no?
Well, we haven't put it on yet. We're going to put it on.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe you could do that. But I do feel that you will get near to what you're asking, if not a little more. And I do feel that it's going to go fairly quickly. It won't take very long. You just need to stage a little bit better, clean it up a little bit. You don't need to change too much around about it, and it will go very quickly.
Sure.
Okay?
All right.
All right, love. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay. And we have Catherine here who's been waiting a very long time. And for some reason or other, I didn't see you. I don't know why. All right, Catherine.
Hello.
Catherine.
Hello.
Hi, sweetheart. Hey, Hey. So, I would prefer if you asked a life question at this point rather than other side connection.
Oh, okay. I'm in a new relationship with someone I used to date years ago.
Yeah.
I was wanting to use either short term or long term.
Give me the initials of that person, please.
The real name is R.A.
R as in Robert, A as in Apple?
Yeah.
Okay, so you used to date him a while ago. He just popped back into your life, and you want to know if this is long term or just a passing by. 1 second, please. R.A. This is for Catherine. 864. He doesn't know yet either.
He don't either.
Yeah, he doesn't know yet either. However, he would be interested in something longer term, but he's like a little bit fussy, and he's really not sure. He wants to try, wants to give it a look-see, but I get a feeling like he in his mind right now. I think he's thinking, well, I'm very fussy, I don't know, let's see what happens with this thing. So right now I can't say that he's decided that it's going to be short term, but I can say that he's difficult to please, and that he's got a very restless energy around him. So I'm going to project a little bit more, okay, to see if we can come up with something a little bit more definitive for you. Catherine, hold on. What I get is he's not the kind of person to fall in love anymore. He's hard, kind of cold and hard inside. He's been hurt a few times, and it's really going to be hard to get through to him emotionally to be in that love feeling again. And he's a little difficult. So I would say from all these little things I just picked up, probably short term. Probably short term. Okay, but I don't want to ruin your fun, because you never know what can. Don't base it on what I'm saying. It's what I'm picking up, but anything can happen. So just go with it for now. I don't want to disappoint you and say, I don't want you to think, oh, it's only short term and I can't give it my all. No, enjoy yourself. He's a nice person, but I think he's really hard boiled inside. Hard to get to know.
Yeah.
And a little rough around the edges, and so on and so forth. But that doesn't mean it can't turn into something. Just at this time, he's still testing out the waters, and because emotionally he's drained from the past, he's a hard one to reach emotionally. That's all. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You're welcome, honey. Thanks. Bye. Oh, and here's my friend Ola. Ola, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you, Laura?
I'm good. Long time no speak. Nice to hear from you again.
Yeah, nice to meet you again.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
I just had my question.
Okay.
Wondering what you see, any opportunities, I'm currently working, but I'm looking for something else. So.
Oh, okay. You're always calling about work opportunities, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's so funny because all of a sudden you do. I don't know why I see this for you, but you like animals, don't you?
Yeah.
All right. Have you ever thought of working in a vet's office?
No.
Well, it's something I see, so I'm giving you that.
Okay.
All right. And why they're showing me that, I don't know, other than it would be fun for you. And obviously you've never considered it. It would be a lot of fun for you. Let me see what else I could get.
Maybe okay.
What, honey? Go ahead.
I did work at an animal rescue, and it was in a vet hospital. About a year or so ago.
Oh.
Just for fun, volunteer work. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what they're saying is that you with animals is so good that you could parlay that into a job, and that because you're because one of the reasons why you keep going from this
90 seconds
to that to this to that is you really haven't hit your dharma yet. You haven't hit your passion yet. So I'm recommending go back into looking into that, perhaps to work in a medical facility for animals. See where that leads you.
Okay.
All right. I think it would pay pretty well, and you would like it very well, and I think that would work out for you. So give that a look. See, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, love.
60 seconds.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. All right. I'm going to go to bye. I'm going to go to Tracy, who I'm going to squeeze in a quickie with Tracy. Tracy?
Hi, this is Tracy.
Yeah.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, sweetheart. So just give me a quick question, honey, because we're actually out of time, but I wanted, I didn't want to just say to you, get lost. What is your question, honey?
Okay. So I recently started working for most gifted psychics, and I give readings over the phone. And
I was diagnosed with ADHD, and I'm wondering if I am on the right path and if I'm following my dharma. And at the same time, I also moved back in recently with my boyfriend of 4 years, and I'm trying to find out.
10 seconds.
Get married? Is he the one?
Oh boy, we got a lot on it.
I guess just a general reading, because it's hard to read, myself. So I kind of was just hoping for any input from you on just my life.
All right. I can't give you a full reading, at the end of the show, and I only do usually one question, but I want to see what I can get for you, sweet. Okay? No, that's fine, love. So I just want to go to the work thing, and then we'll look at this thing about ADHD. I want to look at that first. Does she really have ADHD? Spirit, does she really have ADHD, please? What is it? Attention deficit disorder, honey? Is that what that is?
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't say anything else. Just give me a moment, love. Well, you get very frustrated if things are moving very quickly, so I can see why they would have diagnosed it.
Yeah.
And regimentation doesn't allow you to function well. And so I could see under the stress of the phone lines at times, you might feel very stressed out and not be able to perform at your highest peak ability. So let's see what this can lead to. There's so many things that come in with ADHD. It could be for a myriad of so many reasons. We don't need to label ourselves by it. We don't need to limit ourselves from it. But we can use it as a way to. I look at when one door shuts, it's God speaking to us. We need to navigate in a different direction. So let me just look at your psychic ability, because I have a funny feeling that it doesn't work well in that system. However, I do feel that you probably have abilities. So hold on one second, please. This is Tracy 610. You have abilities. You just need to be in a kinder, softer place and do it on your own terms in your own way. So you would need to work in your own business, and that can happen slowly over time. Whatever you do needs to be soft energetically. It needs to be calming energetically. You can't do things in a high pressure environment. And you can call that whatever you want, okay? But that's what you need. That's what you need. I don't want to label you. I don't think it should be labeled. I would say highly sensitive and gifted is what you are. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're more highly sensitive and gifted, and you don't perform well under stress because you have a high level of sensitivity. Now, the person that you're with, give me his initials, please.
JS.
All right, hold on. JS. He does care about you. He cares about you very much. I feel there is an interest in moving into a closer relationship. But I just need to see where the pressure is, because there's something there for Tracy. Well, you have a lot of pressure in your life from work, and it's causing a problem there with this person. In other words, anything that's going on with work will affect your personal relationships. I want to see how he would. I want to see if he could be or would be supportive of you trying to make a career. Not a whole career change, but the way you do your work change. Let me just see. Wow. I don't feel he really understands you. And he's a darling person. He's a sweetheart. But I don't think he really would understand what I just said about highly sensitive and gifted, and that you should do the business on your own terms in your own way. I think he's going to be saying, well, why don't you just make money? Why don't you just go out and make money? You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to be, but he's he's a nice person, but he just doesn't understand the innuendos and the subtleties. He's not a highly sensitive person. He's a pragmatic, good, kind-hearted person, but really with his feet on the ground and doesn't see things the same way you see things. So it will take a bit of work to get around that, a lot of belief in yourself that this is what you need to do. This is who you are. And most relationships, if you don't have a good sense of self, which I think you don't have right now, a person like him can throw you, right? A person like him can throw you off your core, your center, because you're vulnerable right now. So
Mm-hmm.
Probably, I feel a lot of a loving connection between the two of you, but I feel that within the same household, without much understanding from him and with the thing you're going through now, you're going to need to figure out how to deal with being highly gifted, highly sensitive, highly emotional, highly spiritual, and support that while still being an active income earner to the household. There will be a conflict there, and you need to work that out, either by going back on your own and deciding that you'll do it on your own, or by getting a job to make him happy, and then continuing to work on your gifts in your part-time, building that up. I think he would be more understanding if you had a